like to take the moment to recognize them and present them with a certificate. So could I ask Ms. Reed and Ms. Garcia to come to the front? I'd like to ask Chief Hayes to come up and talk for a few minutes about this incident. He was actually the first person from the fire department on scene and assumed command of this incident. So Chief Hayes.
Thank you. I'll keep it very brief. It was just a normal afternoon like any other summertime afternoon. Late in the afternoon, we got a call for a structure fire over on Phillips. I knew I was going to be the first one there because of where I was positioned in the city, and already in my mind I was thinking of what I was going to do when I got there, and then we got the report that someone was trapped. So of course when you get that report, you're already thinking the worst, are we going to get there in time, are we going to be able to make that grab? As I pulled up, I gave my scene size up, we had fire and we had smoke visible from the kitchen side of the house. As I parked, I saw Detective Miller and our citizens here pulling their neighbor out of the house. Below the smoke going out around them. That's just not something that we see every day. So I can't commend you all enough, Detective Miller, for springing into action, but even more so the neighbors. We're at a day and time where our neighbors, we don't really know each other. For you to spring into action and help your neighbor and to be in the smoke, to be in the heat, to refuse to leave her until someone came in and got her out, you really did make that difference and save a life that day. Had you not sprung into action, it could have been a very, very different outcome. I can't say enough how much we appreciate you, how much we appreciate Detective Miller springing into action. And we're going to give you a hard time because fire always wants to be the first one to get in and make that grab. But you did what needed to be done, and we really appreciate it. I can't commend you all enough.
Thank you. On Thursday, May 16, 2024, a 911 call for a house fire on the 200 block of Phillips Road was initiated by two neighbors to Jacksonville Communications. After dialing 911, these two women rushed to the aid of their neighbor. Ms. Michelle Reed and Ms. Karen Garcia realized one of their neighbors was in danger and sprang into action, putting themselves in harm's way to provide life-saving assistance. Ms. Reed entered the smoke-filled home, located the occupant on the floor, and attempted to remove her from the residence, but was unable to do so. Upon the arrival of Jacksonville Police Officer Detective Jason Miller, Ms. Reed guided him to the endangered occupant, and he was able to move her to safety. Upon arrival of Jacksonville Fire and Emergency Services, smoke and flames were visible from the residence. JPD Detective Miller and the neighbors were pulling the occupant out the front door of the home. Both Ms. Reed and Ms. Garcia provided comforting care to their neighbor until the arrival of Onslow County Emergency Medical Services. If not for the brave action of these two citizens who exemplified what it means to truly be one city, this incident may have resulted in a tragic outcome. On behalf of the City of Jacksonville, I am proud to present the civilian commendation to Michelle Reed and Ms. Garcia for their outstanding contributions to the Jacksonville community. Thank you. Today we recognize Detective Jason Miller for his bravery for going beyond the call of duty at the risk of his own life. On May 16, 2024, Detective Miller responded to a fire at 204 Phillips Road. Without hesitation and while in his civilian attire, Detective Miller rushed through the front door to find her. Despite the heavy smoke, he located Michelle, who informed him that another woman was also inside. Battling the smoke, Detective Miller and Michelle found the other female on the floor. He directed Michelle to leave the house and rescue the woman, pulling her to safety. Detective Miller's bravery, personal valor, and self-sacrificing efforts reflect a great deal of credit upon himself and the Jacksonville Police Department. We are proud to honor him today, and we're presenting him the Medal of Valor to recognize his bravery and dedication to protecting the citizens of the City of Jacksonville. Well done.
For those of you who don't know, Detective Miller's father is a retired Marine. I did offer him the ability to go ahead and do it the old school Marine style, but he's figured since it was his son, he was going to refrain today.
No blood today.
Talk about helping our citizens. This is an extreme example of the dedication of our community to make our community a safer place.